Hello there. BoBo, the big hunter, is back. Subject today, disruptive technology. I have been thinking what exactly is disruptive technology? The first impression we get seems harsh, undesirable, hostile, or even unfriendly. It all depends on how we define it actually. Take the case of Uber and Airbnb. They simply make booking more efficient through internet. I call this disruptive internet because internet is a technology. All right, so it's not correct to say it's a disruptive technology. You just use internet to make things better. Whereas things like Apple, beside internet, they actually disrupt the existing technology by introducing the touch screen and higher resolution camera. This is disruptive. All right. This disrupt and replaces the incumbent technology, making them redundant. So simple. The disruptive technology itself, all right, this new technology, they disrupts Nokia, Kodak, Polaroid. At the same time, they monopolize the market. The same with Facebook, Twitter, Netflix. They disrupt television, movie, radio, and newsprint. The same with Amazon that disrupt the brick and mortar business, mom and pop store, shops, and departmental store. So is Google. They are all disruptive technology. So in doing so, this corporation control and monopolize the market. This is called Web, WEB 2.0. Right. Bitcoin technology disrupt them all actually. Okay. Why did I say that? Bitcoin is not just internet and technology. Bitcoin is creative. I call this creative destructions. All right. But Bitcoin disrupt and enhance the creative alternative, a better alternative. The word is like that, right? Someone found a way of business, get popular, build monopoly, enjoy the fruits, and relax. This is what happened to Nokia and Kodak, right? Competitor cross slowly to them, right? Overtake them quietly, then burst to corner the market. By the time they wake up, the battle is gone. The corporate monopolize it now. This is Web 2.0. Today is even faster. Right? Creative disruption is evolution. Move faster, massive change with megatrend. Creative not only on the way of doing business, but with an inspired product altogether. A typical example, who should I say? EV car, okay. It has crossed the experimental stage. We know right off our face that this is the future, right? We know that it has proven handle better, more economical to build, much faster performance, more quiet, more reliable due to less moving parts. Thus, this practically no maintenance and pollution free. We all know that, but it hasn't arrived yet. Why? Tesla is here, but not enough. Elon Musk would love to flood the whole world with Tesla EV car. Tesla had a good start because they start from scratch, whereas all the existing car manufacturers have to go through a transformation from their combustion to electrical engine. For sure. Everyone is into it now. Every car manufacturers. Infrastructure supporting EV is also progressing quite fast now. Charging station slowly popping up everywhere. Home charging becomes simpler and cheaper. Right? Unfortunately, regulation has yet to catch up. Every country has their own priority and policy. Take Singapore for example. We used to be the first in everything, but not EV car. There are compromises to be made. Regulation has improved, but not relaxed enough for speedier adoption. Government still had the car CEO and road tax formula to consider. Last but not least, is also the lithium battery. They are limited supply. It took 10 years to find and operate a new lithium mine, besides the pollution issue. Due to demand, there is a huge shortage. The Chile belt in South America produce half the world's supply. Now, with the war in Ukraine, not only oil went sky high, so is lithium battery. Now, why am I relating the EV story here? We are looking at the similar scenario with Bitcoin. Creative disruption is evolutionary. Move fast. Massive change with mega trend. Bitcoin experimental stage is also over. Bitcoin performance has proven, just like EV car. But, and both are not there yet, in the sense of full adoption. As far as the product is concerned, Bitcoin is ready, unlike EV car, which is still developing and upgrading. Just like EV car, supporting infrastructure of Bitcoin is also progressing quite fast now. Right? Wallets for Bitcoin is easier to use now and more robust and secure. Platform for Bitcoin exchange is quite mature now, and security is less of an issue. Off-chain or level 2 platform improve transaction speeds tremendously while cost is at the minimum. Take Lightning Network for example, proven now in El Salvador. More level 2 platforms are in the pipeline. Biggest hurdle for Bitcoin, if I may say, is regulation. Regulating EV car is just a formality, a question of how to levy tax and regulation, but regulation over Bitcoin is totally different. Most governments realize the weakness of their own old and outdated monetary system. But government want to control the country's monetary system. On the other hand, Bitcoin decentralized blockchain is impossible to control by anyone, especially when it is borderless and does not recognize any single sovereign people or person or country. This is called Web 3.0. Everyone can participate freely. No one corporation or government can monopolize the Web 3.0. That means no one can sanction, censor, confiscate, or manipulate the Web 3.0. Everyone is entitled to be his own identity. All right, everyone is free. This is the dilemma for any country. That is why for any corporation or government to manage, dictate or influence Bitcoin is quite or almost impossible. I would say impossible even. The worst that can happen is when they totally ban Bitcoin like in China. China can do it because it's a one-party government. For Western country, impossible. They pride themselves as being democratic, freedom of speech, human rights. They can't go against all three principles. But never say never, right? Especially the US, who think they are the most powerful government on earth. Anything that is not to their advantage, anything that threatens their interests, the president can exercise executive power. Right? In the past, executive powers is huge to go to war with, like invading Iraq in 9/11, 2001. The people supported it wholeheartedly because Americans pride themselves as the greatest. Moreover, no cost, no war tax was introduced. People don't feel it. Instead, they print money to finance those wars. But executive power to ban Bitcoin is totally a different ballgame. Freedom of speech is at stake. Human rights is at stake. Of course, Bitcoin indirectly challenges US dollars, their rice bowl. Unfortunately, they are too late now. If US were to ban Bitcoin in the early days, like between the 2014 and 2017, it may work. That time, few people understand Bitcoin. Few investors are involved in Bitcoin. Simple excuse like Bitcoin threatened US reserve currency is enough to get the support from American. Today, impossible. Really impossible. Too many retail investors are involved. Said to be in the region of 83 million American. 83 million. Almost 25% of the population. Too many institutional investors said to be in the hundreds of billions are involved. Grayscale alone has $26 billion involved. What about the other institution directly or indirectly? Even the banks are involved. What about the exchange? Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, Robinhood, Square, etc. Bitcoin is too rooted into the economy now. Can you imagine the consequences if Bitcoin is banned in USA today? How ordinary American investor will be damaged. How institution can go turtle up. How about people out of job? This industry employs huge number of people now. So the answer is impossible. What the government can do, and in fact is doing, is to create obstruction, introduce obstacles, impose tax, make it difficult for institutions to be involved. All that they can introduce already done. Yet Bitcoin is still alive and kicking. So my friends, is there a question of Bitcoin intrinsic value anymore? Bitcoin destructive or creative destruction is totally new evolution in the Web 3.0. A freedom for people all over the world, irrespective of color, culture, or religion, irrespective of where you are. Hope today episode is educational and interesting enough. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like. Bye bye.